Hey folks, JD here, and look at this. This is a massive 1/8 scale MZ2855, and this is an absolute huge monstrosity. Look at the size of it. Right, so where's the unboxing, JD? Well, this is kind of it. When I had this, I've got a bit of a rant for 2 seconds before we actually get into the video, and it's pretty much at the delivery company, because the photos that you're looking at now are all the photos of what happened to this particular car when it was left outside my house all day, 9-10 hours in torrential rain. I came home and found that the box was destroyed, the transmitter was wet, the car itself was soaking. I had to take it apart, dry it all out, same as the transmitter. So hopefully this is still going to work. I'm hoping it is. So this is pretty much the a sort of unofficial unboxing sort of thing to see exactly how this truck does. Now, as I'm sure you can notice, if we look at the front of the car first, you've got a great big motor set here that drives these 2 colossal front wheels. Inside there we've got 2 spring-loaded suspension. That's it, they're not oil-filled at all, it's just spring-loaded. And then towards the back then you've got your battery housing, which is just inside here, which holds an 8.4 volt battery, 1000 milliamp hour. It's a series set of AA batteries. You've got your on and off button at the bottom there. Then you've got a second motor at the back here, which is driving these 2 colossal wheels with the same sort of suspension at the back there as well. Now, there should be a cover that goes on here, but there wasn't one in the box when I had this, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to rig something up to stop the battery from falling out. At the front here, you've got your manual trim alignment. So normally you have a little bit of trim alignment on your transmitter. Here it is underneath the car, and pretty much all you have to do is get this this white bar in line dead center, and you should find then that your wheels are properly aligned, nice and straight. It's a huge truck, comes in at 3 kilograms. The battery charges in 3 hours and gives you 10 to 15 minutes of run time. So today, what's the plan? Well, we're going to take her out, we're going to go up these hills, we're going to go up and around and see exactly how she does. And this nice little hill track in front of us there, that has got a 50-degree angle. So its brother, the 6-wheel MZ that we looked at a couple of months ago, links in the description if you haven't seen it already, managed to do that. I wonder if the 4-wheel drive version is going to be able to do it. All right, folks, well, I tell you what we're going to do. Let's get this set up and let's take her out for a bit of a spin. So there we go, batteries in there, all nice and snug. I've used some of my VHB strips that I use just to make sure it doesn't fall out. It's nicely wedged. So if I put that down on the floor, then let's have a little look. This transmitter, very, very standard, very basic. You do get a 9-volt battery with it, which just plugs into the bottom. This is non-proportional steering, unfortunately, but for the price I paid £50 for this delivered. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a try for that. Link is in the description again if you want to check it out. Let's see how she runs. So we should have, there we are. Yeah, that's certainly non-proportional. It is quite literally left and right. That is it, nothing in the middle. So let's try her. Wow. Okay, so once again, this is, steering is very, very, very light. Once again, this is meant to be a crawler. Now, what I'm going to say is the same as what I said in the FTX Mighty Thunder video, and the same as what I said, oh no, it's in the stream. Same as what I said in the other video, these aren't crawlers. These are great big 4-wheel drive monstrosities. They're monster trucks. Right, she's out. And the turning on this is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Look at this. Full lock. Only gets you a tiny, tiny, probably 6-degree angle. And she's so bouncy. Those tyres are not foam filled. So they are just quite literally a little bit of rubber. Oh, this turning circle is absolutely awful. I said at the start this only cost £50. Well, this is why. This is terrible. Oh, right, okay. It's got a nice big body to it, a nice 1/8 scale truck. But my God, I can't keep her straight. Let me just check that trim underneath. I think the trim is fully set. But let me just check, because it's driving as if the trim isn't set. Yeah, trim is fully set. Maybe it's a wheel balancing issue. It's just so light on the front end. Let's see how she does up little hills. Well, she doesn't. That's it. I'm flat out. Oh, we got LED lights to the front. The 2 lights work when you pull the throttle back. Whoa. Yeah, this is most certainly a kid's toy, and one, my friends, that I would most certainly stay away from. Oh, what is going on, Mr. Truck? Come on. Now these two motors I thought would have a little bit of grunt. I honestly did. God, this thing is so difficult to control. I thought it would have a little bit of grunt. I'm flat down on the hammer. But that's it. Oh, we get brake lights as well. That's nice. Let's see, what about top speed? That is top speed. So we're talking what, maybe 6 miles an hour? 4 miles an hour? No, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to say 6. It is very... It's so light. It's so light the stones are causing it to literally turn corners. Let me show you that steering a little bit more. So if I stop her here for a second, if we have a little look at this steering, so if I lift her up, if I put her on her back so there's no weight in her whatsoever, right? So yeah, those wheels don't look balanced. They are though, they're dead centre. So let's have a little look, so left and right. It's just a really bad servo. Really bad servo. Very cheap parts of this. Oh wow. If I still had a box, I would be sending this back. I tell you what. I wonder what we can make her into. Honestly, because the bare bones of it, oh, she's rattling herself to bits. Look at that. There's just no weight with her whatsoever. And because there's no weight, she can't get a proper grip when she turns. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can she get herself out of that, I wonder? So little gentle movements. Oh, there we go. She got herself out of it. Bit of a heart in mouth situation again. Oh, go on. There we are. Oh, she does come out of it. I just moved my hand. I just returned the wheel back to 0, and she kept on going down in circles. So I wondered what was going on. I mean, she can't handle any sort of hill. This is not a crawler. Don't think that it is. I mean, we've got 33 meters of control distance apparently. So what I'm going to do is just take her out a little way. Okay, not 33 meters, nowhere near it. But at the same time, I just wanted to see exactly what she could do. So let's look at her bouncing all over the place. There's the transmitter, straight into a tree. My fault for not turning her. She is bouncing and rocking all over the place. Look at that. Turns herself because she's so light. Come on then. Little gentle movements. I'm quite shocked at how bad this is, because the 6-wheel MZ, the 6-wheel crawler, which again wasn't a crawler, that we had a couple of months ago, I really enjoyed that. That had a proper bit of grunt, it had some weight, it was a 1/8 scale again, it had everything going for it. Apart from it was non-proportional and it wasn't a crawler. But obviously with a bit of tinkering around you can make it into a crawler if you want to, but you know, you can't get that out of the box. With this one, she's got a bit of distance on her, I suppose, but still, I'm not recommending it. No way near it. I can't. I mean, you're going to spend £50 on a truck. I'd rather save up for another, another £50 and buy a £100, 1/16 scale brushless than this. They could have made it so much better if the suspension was oil filled, if the tyres were foam filled, if the motors were proper little crawling motor, then this could actually be okay, and put a bit of weight in the body as well, because even though it's 3 kilograms, it's just bouncing about. Well, you can see it, it's just bouncing about all over the place. I was going to put my GoPro on top of it and get some FPV, but I'm not going to bother, because it's you're just not going to see anything. It's just going to be bouncing. But one thing is for sure, it is waterproof, because I dunked it at the start of this video, properly dunked it, and not even phased. I wonder whether we can do a bit of, let's see whether we can do a little bit of, because it's quite high, the ride height is really high on her. So I can't even get through grass and garlic plants. So that tells me that I'm going to have absolutely no grunt whatsoever to do any sort of river walking with her. No, she's not going to get through that. She's not going to get through that. She's struggling to go backwards there. The battery's most certainly on its last legs. So 10 to 15 minutes of battery life after a 3-hour charge. She is bouncing all over the place. Let's see how she does on grass. No. No, this is most definitely... Look at that, I'm turning. I'm having to do like a 16-point turn in order to get her to sort herself out and to come back at me straight. Well, that's a shame. But hey, for the price, I'm quite happy that I took the punt on it, to be honest, because well, 50 quid for a 1/8 scale. I think what I'll do is I'll take the wheels off, foam fill them and use them in the ZD Racing 116. I think that would be a good little... Oh yeah, that battery's really struggling to provide power to the two motors. Now she's down to about 2 miles an hour. Now she's more crawling speed. Well, I tell you what, we know the battery's on its last legs. I'm going to leave that there, folks. We have got a non-crawling, crawling monster truck that is waterproof. That's the plus. But unfortunately, it is not worth the pennies that you are going to you are going to spend on it. I would leave it well alone. Well alone. It does not provide me even the smallest bit of fun, and that's you know, the absolute bare minimum, I think, for things like this. Oh, come on, come back to me then if you can. Have you got enough power? There we are. Well, there we go. Well, that is the MZ, and there we go. Let's knock her off. That's what she looks like. She's got a really nice looking body, really has, but it's just let down by everything else. Absolutely everything else. I mean, yeah, there we are. There's not much else you can say about that, but I might use the frame for something. There we are, my friends. Well, I hope you've enjoyed as much as you can with this little truck. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy racing.